Edgeworks Nebula.
All right. Are you ready?
Arrete.
Hi, Molly.
Hi, Max.
I have something very cool to talk to you about today.
Oh, are you talking about my dog's new sweater?
How did you know?
Really?
Yeah, it's science. No, I'm just kidding. No, I have some things to share with you so you can guess. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Wonderful. Fun fact for guessing number 1. The average lifespan is anywhere between 2 and 10 years.
2 and 10 years. A dog?
Average lifespan is between 2 and 10 years. Great guess.
Butter.
But
Oh,
dogs
ladybug.
can live. No. Also great guess, but no.
Okay.
Fun fact for guessing number 2.
Okay.
They were the first animals with vocal cords. That's a pretty big guess. So I'm going to move on really quickly before you can guess.
Dinosaur. Bird.
Fun fact for guessing number 3. A group of them is called an army.
Oh my gosh, are we talking about brave little soldiers? Brave little toasters?
No. Fun fact for
army?
guessing number 4.
Oh, an extra
Their
one?
bulging eyes allow them to have excellent vision at night.
Owls.
No, that's a great guess, though. Okay, their
No?
average lifespan is between 2 and 10 years. They were the first animals with vocal cords. A group of them is called an army, and their bulging eyes allow them to have excellent vision at night.
Bat?
Molly.
A bat?
What are we talking about?
We are talking about... Oh, wait, but they don't have bulging eyes. I was going to say, I love them, possums.
No, that's a great guess, though. Think more slimy.
Ooh.
Ribbit.
A frog!
Yeah, we're talking about frogs!
It's the scientific melody. It's the scientific melody. Dee-dee-dee, scientific melody with Molly and Max. We're talking about ding, ding, ding,
We're going to talk about the life cycle of frogs.
Wait,
are you
what
ready?
was that?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Wait, what
My
was what?
mom is terrified of frogs.
Wait,
Doesn't
really?
like any amphibian. She is so scared.
Not an amphibian?
Not
Not a fanfibian?
a amphibian. There it is. There it is.
Oh, wow. Okay, so frogs are the athletes of the animal kingdom. And I know you
Stop
don't
it.
think about
Stop
it.
it. Really?
But they are. They have super strong legs, which let them jump and leap out of harm's way, sometimes up to 20 times the length of their body they can jump. Isn't that nuts?
Okay, imagine you doing that. Jumping that
Jumping
much of your
20
body.
times. I can
That's
barely jump
insanity.
20 inches. You know what I'm saying?
I can't. That's silly to even think I could even ever try jumping 20
do you know
inches.
what's your vertical? Do you know what your vertical is?
My vertical, literally, I am a good baller. I am a good baller, but I can't jump. the same way. Now, my vertical is maybe the size of my pinky nail. I can
That's
maybe
not a
jump
lot.
as high as no.
Your
not at
pinky
all.
nail? You
My
can jump
pinky
higher
nail.
than
No, I
that.
can't. I'll show you after this.
So get this. Some smaller frogs
You jump
can
even higher.
jump 50 times their body length.
Stop.
Isn't that crazy?
Stop. They are the athletes of the
So
animal kingdom.
I'm a little over 6 feet tall. I'm like 6'2", 6'3" if I stand up straight.
Okay.
50 times? I don't even know what that is. That's a number. That's an impossibly large number.
Could you jump to the top of the Sears Tower? I wonder.
I don't know how tall that is, but I'm gonna guess probably not.
I'm gonna guess maybe not. You might be able to window wash. You know.
I would never do that. Okay, so, but the searing question in your mind: how do frogs become frogs?
I know this answer. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
So a prince is not really nice to a princess, and then an evil witch comes and like kisses the prince, and then they turn back into the frog.
Okay, that is one theory.
Wait, I got
others.
a second one involves
Okay,
a
go.
tadpole.
A
little
now we're getting
tadpole.
somewhere. Okay, so like butterflies, frogs also undergo this amazing transformation called metamorphosis.
What?
I didn't realize that, but it's true.
Me neither.
Metamorphosis.
That's like when you become a different thing.
Exactly, yes. Okay, so they start out as little jelly eggs that get laid in water. Then they grow from the jelly eggs, which is a weird way of thinking about that. They go from jelly eggs and they grow into wriggling tadpoles. And then finally, they grow those super strong legs that are suitable for land, and they are frogs. So that is a very, very basic what metamorphosis is. It starts as an egg, goes into a tadpole, goes into a frog.
My grandma had really long legs. I wonder if she was a little
Oh,
bit
your
amphibious.
grandma could really jump. She could jump
probably could
really
jump.
fast. She's
She
like,
probably could jump.
hello, Molly. Danger. And then she jumped out of the way. That's what happened.
Danger.
Okay, so that is the basic stepping stones of metamorphosis. But how does metamorphosis work? So I'm going to talk to you about each of the 3 stages of metamorphosis. Are you ready?
All right. Oh, well, I'm ready.
And I got little nicknames for each stage. So stage number 1, we're going to call them amazing eggs. The amazing eggs. Step 1, amazing eggs.
You made this up?
I did, yeah.
You're so cute.
So adult frogs can lay hundreds of eggs at the same time. Molly,
Hundreds?
can you imagine having 100 babies at once?
I mean, I know I got a lot of eggs in there, but I can't
Gross.
imagine them all coming out at the same time.
Or cook them up and fry them for breakfast because we're moving on.
We're eating tadpole
So
breakfast.
when an adult frog lays hundreds of eggs at once, they clump together in groups called...
Pods.
That's not a bad guess. It's called frog spawn. You would have never guessed.
Spawn sounds
Frog
terrifying.
spawn. Yeah, it sounds kind of nasty.
Yeah.
Okay, so frog spawns usually happen in early spring when the weather is starting to get warmer. And spotting a frog spawn is actually an easy way of knowing that spring is coming because sometimes they'll get ahead of the curve a little bit. So if you spot a frog spawn or just hundreds of frog eggs, you can be like,
Spring a-coming.
just lick your finger, stick it in the air, feel the wind, and say, I think spring is coming.
If you got in a fight with that groundhog, you can always regard the springtime coming with the frogs. Maybe they're not talking to you
Like,
no
I don't
more.
know how long winter is, but if those are frog spawn, and I think they are, I think spring's right around the corner.
I think they are.
So the reason you can see these is because frogs usually lay their frog spawn in really shallow, still water. So like ponds or something like that. So really shallow, still water. Okay. And it's usually also among other vegetation to offer a certain level of protection from predators like French chefs. They're like, I want that frog spawn. I'm just kidding. Just joking. That's stage 1.
Stage 1, amazing
Stage
eggs.
2.
Stage 2. This song is going to be fun to write.
Okay, stage 2.
Stage 2.
Little teeny tadpoles.
Oh, that's the name of it?
Little teeny tadpoles. Yeah. Stage 1, amazing eggs. Stage 2, little teeny tadpoles. After a frog spawn spends 1 to 3 weeks eating the nutrients in the egg, which is called the yolk, little baby frogs hatch into the big wide world. And they say, I'm here.
They say,
Don't lick me.
don't lick me.
Just kidding. So these baby frogs are called
Those baby frog tadpoles. Tadpoles.
Tadpoles have gills, they have a mouth, they have a long tail that they use to swim. But the thing is that tadpoles can't go on land. Not yet, anyway. So they actually get food from the plant material or other vegetation that their eggs were laid in. So they're in the water, they're in the tadpole, they're in their amazing eggs! And then they hatch out of the amazing egg, and they've got gills and a mouth and a tail, but they can't walk yet, so they're just kind of swimming around.
Oh.
And so they have to feed on the nutrients around them, which is the vegetation, which is why the mama frog is like, I'm going to do it here. That's stage 2, the little teeny tadpoles. Stage 3.
Fantastic Frogs. Did you name it Fantastic Frogs?
Oh, no, but that would have been great. I should have.
What did you name it? What did you name it?
Froggy Friends. But we're going to add an F. Fantastic
Froggy
Froggy Friends.
Fantastic Frogs.
Stage 3, our Fantastic Froggy Friends. After about 14 weeks of these little teeny tadpoles just swimming around that pond eating that vegetation, our tadpoles finally grow some legs. They finally grow some legs, and they take responsibility for themselves. No, they finally grow some legs, and then they become full frogs. So now that they have legs, they can actually get out of the water. and they can ribbit around the world.
Aw, they get out of the water.
Now, here's what's crazy. The eggs and the tadpoles are like 100% dependent on the water. But adult frogs are far less dependent on water to survive.
Interesting.
As an adult frog, they usually tend to stick to the shade so they don't dry out. That way, they can fully live on land. They actually don't have to live in water anymore because they can kind of retain water. So that's why they hang out where it's shaded. You never see a frog sunbathing except for in the Looney Tunes.
In the movies.
When he's like, hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Once the adult frog is hitting the town, meeting all his froggy friends, the female adult frog will eventually seek out water to then lay her own eggs, lay her own frog spawn. And once that happens, the life cycle is complete. And then it starts over again. And the the mama frog lays her frog spawn in the shallow waters. The amazing eggs hatch. They become tiny little teeny tadpoles. They wiggle around, eat some vegetation, spawn some legs, take some responsibility, and then they're off to the races.
Fantastic froggy friends.
Our
fully developed fantastic froggy friends.
Fully developed fantastic froggy friends.
And that's a new wrinkle on my brain. Yeah, ribbit.
It's a wrinkle on your brain.
Frogs in a group are called an army like the troops. They can live between 2 and 10 years old. Frogs are the athletes of the animal kingdom. They can jump up to 50 times their body length. That's bold. They go through 3 stages in life. 1, 2, 3. They go through metamorphosis like a butterfly. Sing the 3 stages with me. Stage 1, amazing eggs. Stage 2, teeny tiny tadpoles. Stage 3, fantastic froggy friends. Yeah, that's the final stage when the adult froggies get their legs. Yeah, that's where the transformation ends. And they hop around the land all day. They go back to the water when it's time to lay more froggy eggs called froggy spawn in the pond. Frogs in a group are called an army like the troops. They can live between 2 and 10 years old. They are the athletes of the animal kingdom. They can jump up to 50 times their length. Yeah, that's so bold.
Ribbit. Ribbit. Ribbit.
Edgeworks Nebula.